Hello, everybody in Facebook land. It is Renee. How are you doing today? It's been a minute since I've been able to be here with you all live, and I'm so excited to be here because today we're going to be talking about being authentic. And what does it mean to be authentic? And what do you need to do if you're not sure if you're living your best life and really being able to feel like yourself? So we're going to chat about that today. So why does it matter about being authentic? Well, being your real self is really one of the key things that helps you get jobs. I have been really successful lately at winning some bids, and part of my success is knowing exactly who I am and who I'm not. For a long time, I was trying to go after lots of different types of work just to have work to do. Maybe you've been there and you're like, I just want to get something to do. If you're a consultant, you always have this kind of a wax and wane. Some seasons are busy and some seasons are not, and some seasons are busy and some seasons are not. And so you're like putting everything out there, trying to figure out, well, how could I know that I have the next thing to do? And so sometimes I would bid or propose or try to go after business that really wasn't a good fit. I knew inside that I wasn't a good fit. And some of those things I was successful and I got them, and then wasn't happy having to do the work because it just didn't align with who I was as a person. So what I have found is the more in tune I am with my own passion and what I'm good at, the better I can be successful in getting work and work that actually matters and is fun for me, because then I'm working in my zone of what some call genius, but my zone there where I'm passionate about what I do and what I care about, and I can work in that space and be really good at doing it and then enjoy the work. And so it doesn't become something that you feel concerned about or overly driven to have to do because you really deserve it. So today we're going to talk about 5 steps. If you're like, I don't know what I need to do to be more authentic, and you're like, I want to be really me, but when I'm out in public, sometimes I just blend in and I want to be like everybody else. Well, being like everybody else in business is not going to help you stand out. Consultants are a dime a dozen. Coaches are a dime a dozen. Depending on the niche you have, you may have thousands of people that do what you do. So the only way to help you stand above them is to be you, because you're only one of you. You are uniquely you. God made you to be exactly who you are, and nobody else like you anywhere on the planet. So the more you can tap into that, the more you can be authentic and be you and set yourself apart out in the world of things to be working on, things that you want to do. You were like, how do I set myself apart? So the first thing you need to think about in your job, I'm going to give you 5 tips. But number 1, is the work you're doing relevant to today? Now, relevant doesn't necessarily mean it has to be, you go against what you normally do, but are you listening to people's current questions? Or do you know what people are currently asking about your topic? Are you on the cusp of what's going on? So say you're in the fitness world, right? Are we talking about carbs now? Are we talking about protein now? Are we talking about keto now? Are we talking about fat now? Are we talking about sleep now? What are we talking about? That's where you need to begin the conversation. There's a great tool out there called answerthepublic.com that you can use for free, or you can pay for a membership if you want to ask it a lot of questions. But for the free membership, answerthepublic.com, you can go in and find out exactly what questions are being asked about your topic right now. It gives you lots of ideas of what you could be talking about. What are people searching for today in your area of expertise? My area of expertise in mental health world, a lot of people are talking about making sure that there's access and making sure that there's workforce to sustain all the policy that's out there. Lots of people have done a lot of great work saying that these services are going to exist, but now there's gaps. There's gaps between services that conceptually exist versus being boots on the ground, people can actually provide it and be trained to do so. So the gap is the conversation about workforce. And some of that is funding or not paying people enough. Some of that is just rural versus urban. And some of that can be maybe policies and laws and things that make it harder to do people's jobs. So, right. So we're talking on the front edge of the conversation right now. The pandemic has definitely not helped workforce. And so it is a cutting edge conversation in mental health is workforce. And so that's where you've got to start some of these conversations. The second thing you do, so first you want to be relevant to today. Second, do what you know. Whatever it is that you do that you're gifted at doing, do that. Don't try to be something you're not. There's a whole lot of other people doing the other things. So what do you do that is uniquely you? What do you do that makes you special and different? What tactics or strategies or things have your tips and tricks that have made you successful being you in your space? Right? So for me, one of the things on the mental health space, my unique situation, I was a legislator in that space. And then I was a consultant in that space. Then I worked in government relations in that space. And now I consult in multiple states in that space. So that's very unique. There's not a lot of people that have that unique background. And so when I'm talking proposals and bids and work, I want to focus on my unique background. I've seen the policies from lots of angles, lots of sides, and really unique. I didn't go to law school to do it. I actually did not go to school at all to do anything in politics. In fact, I never thought that was something I was going to do. Surprise, here we are. And so that makes me very unique because I came completely out of a layperson's background, yet have been very successful in the policy space and have come at that from a very different perspective. I don't know any theories about any of this stuff. Didn't go to school once for any of that, but I have the background now because of the actual work put in, so I could come at it from a different angle. What about you? How do you do what you do differently than other people? Why were you successful when maybe somebody was not? Focus on that. And then once you know what those things are, train yourself to be different. Don't try to fit in with other people. Focus on those things. What makes you different? Catch yourself. How are you doing this a little uniquely? What are you saying that's different? What are you thinking that's different? Train yourself to see those differences and really take account of how am I different than other people in my space? Again, if you're health and fitness, how come I was able to keep the weight off when other people weren't, as an example? Or why am I able to sleep really well at night when other people aren't? Whatever those differences are, start noticing those differences and hone in on that. So that's number 3, training yourself to be different. Number 4, you want to do some research. You're going to have to do a lot of research. Go study what's being done. So what's already happening out there? What's working? What's not working? Where do you have a little bit of a different opinion or a different edge on something? We always go out trying to make something brand new and unique, like nobody's ever done it before. But I'm here to tell you that doesn't really exist, right? There's nothing new under the sun. So instead of going to find that totally unique thing, what if you just looked at how other people are doing it, where you're finding success, and adding your own special sauce to it, your own twist, your own difference? You know, are you a get up in the morning at 4:30 a.m. kind of person, and that is your secret to success? Man, do that. That is not my secret to success. No meetings before 10 a.m. in the world of Renee. I don't ever get to live that way, but if I did, there'd be no meetings before 10 a.m. You get to have quiet time in the morning. No talking. But nobody lives like that except me. But in your world, 4:30 a.m. may be the thing. So that's what you do. And you find people who like you and do you. So we're going to be relevant. We're going to do what we know. We're going to train ourselves to be different. We're going to do that research. And then the last thing we're going to do is feed our minds. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What podcasts do you listen to? What are you putting in that gives you an opportunity to be creative, to have those new ideas? You have to be putting in new content. Who are interesting people you're talking to and meeting with? Don't talk and listen to people that only think like you. You don't get new ideas with everybody who agrees with you. You need new ideas from people who don't think like you, and then you can put a little special twist on that. So who doesn't think like you, and who could you spend some time with? These are the people you want to think about and how you want to live and be authentic and have that voice of authenticity in your space. So to review, there's 5 things. First of all, you want to be relevant. So on the cutting edge of the information that we're working on today. Second, you want to do what you know. Don't try to be something you're not. Number 3, train yourself to be different. Look at those differences in life and how are you doing things a little different than others, and focus on that. Number 4, do your research. What's working, what's not in the industry, and go after that. And then 5, feed your mind. Put quality in for people who know quality. You've got to know what's happening out there and put in new information so that you always have new ideas. Those are 5 ways to be more authentic and be more successful in your life. Love talking to you. Great to see you. Talk again soon. Bye.